world and beyond.
Yo, what's up? How you feeling? All is well with you? All is good? This is Blair I from AI. What's up? Only thing, it's crazy that I'm doing this. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch though, I just hope that you have time in your hands because I do have a story for you. But before I get into this story, I'm gonna ask you this question. How would you feel if I told you insecurity or being insecure or your insecurities are an illusion? How would that make you feel? Well, do you agree with me? I can dig it. Well, let me elaborate. Let me tell you a story about how my insecurities went in a way of relationship and how I learned that insecurity is an illusion. So in high school, I took this hip hop course, and in this hip hop course, I met this girl. Her name was Naya. Naya and I became friends under 10 minutes. We automatically saw each other and we automatically clicked up. She started flicking on my phone, taking multiple pictures, started telling me about her favorite artists and her philosophy of life and her overall philosophy in regards to music. She showed me her playlist. I showed her mine. We both loved Kanye. We both was from over east, which is the southeast side of Chicago, and that's another video to explain why we call it over east, but that's neither here nor there. And just etc. So the list goes on. In the midst of us becoming friends and things of that nature, we started to become close and we started to really involve each other in our worlds. But there was a point when she had a boyfriend, and when she had a boyfriend, things changed, and it had nothing to do with him, it had nothing to do with her, and it had nothing to do with me in regards to me being mad that she had a boyfriend. But I became insecure because of one specific text message. When she had a boyfriend, she wanted to keep it secretive, but she wanted people to know that she had a boyfriend. So she would do subtle stuff such as take a picture of her holding somebody's hand, but not a face or nothing, or show an accessory that may be his, but not show him. And it got to a point where me, being a friend who wanted to see some tea and things of that nature, I was like, hey, yo, come here for a minute. Who's your dude? I would love to know. At first, she was like, no, I'm good. I like keeping my relationships in a secretive environment and things of that nature. And I felt the same way because that's how I roll with my relationships. But I never took the time to actually just take pictures of my girl's hand and all that stuff so niggas can know, oh, I'm good. That was never me. So in the midst of all of that happening and things of that nature, and just really trying to get to the bottom of knowing who this girl is with because I'm nosy, I eventually pulled out my friend card and I said, but I thought we was friends though. And then she replied, not like that. But this is when it gets interesting. When she said not like that, I automatically canceled any other text messages that she had after that, not like that. I automatically internalized it and I made myself angry. I made myself mad. I didn't feel like I belonged. And during that time, I was breaking up with a lot of friends. I had a whole bunch of friend breakups. There was a lot of times when friends would switch up on me. We fell out. We grew out of each other, and just so many things that was going on at that time that made it seem like friends and I was not a sentence that was cohesive with one another. So when she gave me the not like that, I was tremendously offended. And in the midst of me being tremendously offended, it caused me to automatically cut ties with her despite me still speaking to her. I didn't consider her my friend, and I didn't consider her a close friend. And it got to a point where I would even address her whenever she was going through stuff like, yo, listen, I know we not friends like that, but like, just know if you want somebody to talk to, this and that, yada, yada, yada. So one day I'm chilling, I'm cooling, I'm minding my business. And in the midst of me chilling, cooling, and minding my business, something in my mind tells me, look in your phone and go back to those text messages. And the reason why something in my mind told me that is because it was 2 weeks after I saw her. Once I saw her again, we hugged each other. We automatically was buddy, we was vibing again, almost just like or very comparable to when I first met her. And it was very interesting to me because I thought that we wasn't close. So to still get that same person in the midst of me detaching myself from her, I felt very confused. So again, my mind told me, look at those text messages again. So I went through the archives, I went through the text messages again, I was researching and all that stuff through our DMs and things of that nature. And it turns out I was so insecure in friendship to the point that I didn't even get her entire sentence. She didn't say not like that and left it like that. She said not like that and then added on to the sentence, it's not like that. I just like keeping my relationships private. And then she showed me a picture of her boyfriend that I was trying to see who he was. She wasn't saying not like that, like we're not friends like that. She's saying, no, it's not like I'm doing that because you're like everybody else. I'm doing this because I just like my stuff being secret. And then she followed up with the picture and then said to me that I, as well as this dude named Troy, was the only reason why she even went to school. Troy is her best friend now. All of this was conjured up. The anger that I had, the detachment that I had, the discouraging feeling that I had, the feeling enigma, the feeling of being outcasted, all derived from me being personally insecure instead of the actuality of the situation, which was she just wanted to keep her relationship a secret until she was ready. Crazy work. How this all ties together, the whole moral of the story, which is insecurity being an illusion and things of that nature, is that oftentimes insecurity can cause a sense of emphasis on the bad things that is currently happening in your life or has happened in your life. And if not managed or worked on, or you showing a sense of love for yourself, care for yourself, it can cause you to stop living. For those who are currently going through a situation right now where they feel extremely insecure, understand that all those thoughts in which you are thinking are only distractions. And not only are they distractions, but they are distractions and tools used to put you down and not evolve into the person that you know that you can be. It is okay to have insecurities, but shake it off. Keep going, keep evolving. Because creatures only live when they grow. Much love to you all. Understand that insecurity is an illusion. Keep going, evolve, elevate, be the person that you will be proud of. And I'll see y'all later. Sincerely yours, Blair I, 4545. Out.
above and beyond.